Hi everybody, I'm Jane and this is Jane Draws It Out. And today we're talking about resolutions, but not January 1st resolution, January 2nd resolutions, 2 days later when it matters. Anyway, we're going to start off. As you can see, we've got this, we're doing New Year's and the balls are going to track down the track. And we had a young fella and he's checking, his name is Samaki, and he drew the track and the wood and he is testing it and looking at it just in case we need to, oh, it wasn't that pencil. I had another pencil. That's all right. And he has got a big pencil for a big job because he's a big artist. Anyway, he is going to take off and we are going to do the show. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put Mr. New Year up. And as you can see, he's dropping the ball and he's dropping he's not dropping 2025. 2025 should be behind him. And over here, we have 2026 and it's dropping. We'll have it bouncing, leaving his hand like that. And you see how that moves when you do that? And we'll have a little layer there and a little. Okay. And now who is our first person that is on the resolution? Well, it's me. There I am. Jane. It's Jane Draws It Out. And as you see, my resolution is to draw better and not get so lazy because I am lazy by nature. And I need to be a little less lazy in my drawing. So we're going to do a little pen. And like cooking shows, I've already prepared it a little bit, and I heard a phone ring. Do that, and there's the pen, but ink is leaking out. As you can see, let's color in that dark. It's ink. And what's going to happen, probably, is we're going to have that ink splash right on my face. And that's what we're doing. We're going to have the ink smack right on her face. And our next person is Candace Owens. And as you can see, she's running. But what is she chasing? And this is real aluminum. She is running after her aluminum hat. And let's look her up there a little bit more. There she is. And she's after the aluminum hat, and it's blowing away. Let's see if it's blowing away. Yeah, it's blowing away. And she's trying to get it. But she's going to fall because she does conspiracy theories, and that's what the aluminum is for. And looking around, we have our next resolution, and that is Sam Harris, the credible atheist. He is a famous atheist. And so anyway, but he needs a little spirituality in 2026. So we're going to put a halo on him. And we're going to put a little halo on him. And we'll put a little halo on him. And he'll do that. But you know what? He's not going to be able to do that. He's going to fall. You know it. He's left his halo, and off he goes, down, down, down. And you know where atheists go. So that's where he's going. Anyway, I'm teasing. I don't know where he's going. So our next group is a wonderful little group of 3. And they are Ben Shapiro, Tucker Carlson, and Nick Fuentes, and they're having a lot of fights. And they're going to stay that way because they make a lot on podcasts if there's a lot of controversy. But we're going to change a few things. Their feet are over there. We're going to change the feet. They went too long, so we're going to cut them out. And let's just cut him off, and we'll put him more like that, and then you have, that way he's a little bit more like that. And they're going to stay that way. They're not going to change. They're not going to resolve to leave each other and move off because that's the way, that's making their show. So our next resolution podcaster is a fella by the name of Ferriss. And Tim Ferriss he likes to examine life, but we're here to tell Mr. Harris that life is not always an experiment. But he's looking, as you can tell, by using these water, what are those things called anyway, where you have the water thing? Something, rods, divining rods. So anyway, but Mr. Ferriss he's finding water, but down where Mr. Tucker is. And our other person we're doing is one of our favorites, Bill Maher. M-A-H-E-R. Bill Maher. So anyway, but Bill Maher is smoking his cigar that he smoked, and we're going to put a little smoke up there. He is a chameleon. You never know which side he's going to be on. He's on this side, he's on that side, and he is going to fall off. This is a color. We had not done color much. But that's Bill, and he has blown a smoke ring. And let's there we go. We need another smoke ring. You gotta have two. And he's smoking. So that is Bill the chameleon. And then for our last person, somebody finally gets to have and meet the baby. And our last person is Megan, and she doesn't know exactly who she is. Is she the straight and pants and cute mother top, or is she the sexy vixen that gets podcasters? And she falls off because she's going to stay the sexy podcaster, and the little baby gets her, and reminded by, we'll bring him on down here a second, that he called her last year, and look at him. So anyway, everybody, that's it. Thank you for showing up, and like, subscribe, and share. I appreciate it. Bye.